Topping today's news, the GIN project back on track in West Grand Bahama. The F&M putting pressure on the PLP over the Grand Bahama economy. A $3 million drug bust in Bimini. And Saturday was a wild weekend here in the Bahamas that included murder, attempted murder, traffic fatality, drowning, and an attempted suicide. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jarino Saunders. This is your JCN Evening News. Thank you so much for joining us. One of the announcements we expect to hear when the cabinet meets in Grand Bahama on Tuesday is that Coakley International, a Bahamian-owned company based in Seattle, Washington, has won the bid for the former GIN and Credit Suisse property holdings in West Grand Bahama. This landmark acquisition marks a significant milestone in the long-awaited revitalization of this iconic destination. The process began in 2020, and after years of extensive negotiations with stakeholders, including successive governments, the deal has been completed. The project is expected to transform West and Grand Bahama into a thriving hub. The developer, real estate guru Shane Coakley, and his team, they have extended special appreciation to Prime Minister Philip Davis and his administration for their support, which provided critical momentum to get the deal completed. The redevelopment will encompass enhanced marina infrastructure, golf course, airport access, and a mixture of residential and mixed-use lots. On Sunday, the official opposition held a press conference in Freeport, Grand Bahama, to address the ailing Grand Bahama economy. We get more details on that press conference in this report. With the cabinet of the Davis administration set to meet in Freeport on Tuesday, with expectations of a number of major announcements, the Free National Movement wanted to make it clear that the residents of Grand Bahama are tired of promises. The F&M MP for East Grand Bahama and Shadow Minister for Finance, Kwesi Thompson, made this quite clear as he opened the press conference outside the largest hotel on the island.
Grand Bahama is in trouble. And we in the Free National Movement wish to make our point clear that we have had enough. Yes. Enough is enough. And we will be bringing some pertinent issues to the forefront, issues that concern all of our constituents. Issues from West Grand Bahama go all the way to East Grand Bahama and all areas in between. And we are in the front of the Grand Lucayan because this is the center of the challenges of Grand Bahama. We have not seen any major developments for Grand Bahama, and that is from the east to the west. We have not seen any major developments. All of the promises that they have made when they first came to office have been empty.
Mr. Thompson noted that for the first time, the country has an opportunity to elect a prime minister from Grand Bahama. F&M party leader Michael Pintard repeated his call for more details on the sale of the Grand Lucayan.
Grand Bahamians have heard announcements, whispers. They've seen headlines, but they have not seen the facts. They've not seen the clear terms of the agreement, or a public timeline, or a credible plan for jobs. And they have not received straight answers about the finances. The government has claimed it collected $120 million from the sale of the Grand Lucayan. Yet, months later, with the project still stalled, their claims are unsubstantiated. Some have said their claims are lies. If money was collected, show the proof. If the money was not collected, tell the truth. This property is too important to be treated like a political prop.
Mr. Pintard was also critical of the government's handling of the Grand Bahama International Airport and called for greater transparency in regards to its redevelopment.
The failure of the Grand Lucayan cannot be separated from the failure of the Grand Bahama International Airport. The link is direct and undeniable. The airport is not just one piece of infrastructure. It is the gateway to Grand Bahama's economy revival. The PLP promised that phase one, including the domestic terminal and U.S. pre-clearance, would be completed by April of 2025. Well, here we are in 2026 with no groundbreaking, no visible work, and no clear timeline. To this day, the Bahamian people still do not know whether the airport will be rebuilt on the same footprint, whether a final design exists, what the true cost will be, and who will manage the facility once it is completed. The developer of the Grand Bahama has been clear. Progress at this resort depends on a modern, functioning airport. Without reliable airlift, no major hotel redevelopment can reach its full potential.
Mr. Pentard said the people of Grand Bahama needs a government where progress is measured in results, not promises. He said it is his hope that the government's cabinet meeting in Freeport produces those results. Following the FNM's scathing attack on the Davis administration, efforts or lack thereof on the island of Grand Bahama, PLP Chairman and the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Fred Mitchell, dismissed the FNM's charges as political grandstanding. He also noted that the FNM is well aware that major developments are on the way for Grand Bahama, which is doing much better than it did under the Minnis administration. Mr. Mitchell chalked up the FNM's Sunday press conference as an attempt to distract the residents of Grand Bahama away from what the government is doing to revive the economy there in the second city. Following a number of successful cataract surgeries in the month of January by a team of Chinese and Bahamian doctors through the Brightness Action Initiative, where Bahamians have had their sight restored free of charge, on Friday at the office of the Prime Minister, the government of the People's Republic of China donated over $200,000 worth of equipment to the Princess Margaret Hospital Ophthalmology Department. Prime Minister Philip Davis and the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Darville, both endorsed the program and spoke of the importance of the program to the Bahamian people.
This partnership is not symbolic. It is a practical, impactful, and deeply meaningful one. It strengthens our nations, bringing us close together even though we're 1,000 miles apart, and it has helped the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and the Ophthalmology Department at the Princess Margaret Hospital modernize and improve the service delivery mechanism in the ophthalmology department.
For many patients, restored vision has meant renewed independence, improved mobility, and a stronger connection to family and community life. These outcomes speak directly to the value of targeted, people-centered cooperation.
Chinese ambassador to the Bahamas, Yan Zhirong, also spoke highly of the initiative. She also seemingly sent a message to the United States that China will continue to strengthen its relationship with the Bahamas. This after the U.S. has expressed concerns about China's growing influence in the region.
With vision, we see far. And with vision, we can nurture China-Bahamas partnership and friendship, notwithstanding of any external factors, towards a brighter future. So no matter how the international and regional situation changes, China will continue to develop the friendly relations with Latin America and Caribbean countries, including the Bahamas.
The Bahamas had a similar program involving free cataract surgeries with Cuba, which had to be halted after the United States expressed concerns about forced labor in regards to Cuban medical workers. Dr. Darville said last week that the government is still in talks with the United States to determine what needs to be done to re-engage the Cuban medical experts. And finally, in this segment, on Saturday, police on Bimini, in a joint operation with the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, Drug Enforcement Unit, U.S. counterparts, the DEA, and Customs Border Protection Air Wing, they seized $3 million worth of cocaine on Saturday. Shortly after 9 p.m., officers acting on information conducted marine inquiries at Buccaneer Point Canal, South Bimini. There, they observed several men offloading a cooler, or several coolers, near a gray vessel. Upon noticing the officers, the men fled the area in a black truck traveling west. A search of that vessel and a nearby bushy area resulted in the discovery of a quantity of suspected cocaine. No arrests have been made at this time as investigations continue. The suspected cocaine, weighing in at approximately 150 kilograms and has an estimated street value of $3 million. You're watching JCN TV News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.